Hello everyone, my name is Alivian, Project Manager of Capstone Team C242 PS505. Today, I would like to talk about our project. Coronary heart disease is one of the deadliest conditions worldwide. In Indonesia, approximately 2.25 million people were affected, according to the data from the Ministry of Health in 2020. Meanwhile, basic health research in 2019 revealed that only 1.5% people survive coronary heart disease in Indonesia. Despite this, many people still lack access to early detection. This results in numerous individuals being unaware of the risk for heart disease and unable to take measures to mitigate this impact. Typically, a visit to the hospital is necessary for a health checkup. Unfortunately, this process can be both time-consuming and costly for many, leaving at risk individuals unaware of their condition until it's too late. So, the question is, what can we do as the Blanket cohort to address this problem? Introducing BitWell, smart health mobile app to prevent coronary heart disease to support sustainable development goals. We, from the C242 PS505 Capstone team, want to close this gap by developing an user available application for predicting CHD risk.
Bitwell has three main features: articles, GXD detection, and chatbot. The article has two main sections: healthy food recommendation and health news. The GXD detection feature serves to detect the risk of coronary heart disease. The last feature is chatbot. Users can question their problem with his feature. Here are the implementation of the feature. Let's start going to demonstrate our application. I will walk you through the application. You'll start at the onboarding page where you can log in or register. If you don't have an account, go to the register page. Since I have an account, I will log in. This homepage shows the trivia, the latest prediction, recommendation activities, and calendar. You can also see the prediction and chatbot buttons on this page. Let's go to the prediction first by clicking the prediction button. Please fill in all the data on this page as your condition. After filling out all the data, you can click the send button. Based on your previous data, here is the result page for your heart disease prediction. You will find your prediction and historic graph. So, that is the prediction feature. Next, let's go to the chatbot feature. You can click the robot icon below. In this chatbot, you can ask questions about health condition, and it will provide answer or suggestion. Let's return to the home and recommended food specs. You can see all the recommendation foods for healthy foods on the recommendation food specs. You can see the detail by clicking the card. Next, let's go to the news spec. This page will show you a list of articles about healthy lifestyle. You can read it by clicking the button to be directed to the article. Let's go to the history page. On this page, you will see the history of your prediction. There is also a graph showing your prediction result. Let's move on to the setting page. The setting page includes profile, account settings, and general settings. You can edit or delete your account and log out in account setting. General settings features a language option to change the app language and an alarm setting that reminds you at 10 p.m. for better sleep. That's all the demonstration of our application. Thanks for watching.
Next is existing result. We found that many apps and studies address to this problem, but we offer something that makes our project stand out from the other apps. First is the similar app. Here are the similar apps we found and how they differ from our app. Next is the similar studies. There are some similar studies that resemble our app.
Now we are moving on to the implementation part. For machine learning, we developed two models, the coronary heart disease prediction model and the chatbot model. Our prediction model workflow starts with importing the datasets. Next, we conduct exploratory data analysis to identify potential issues within the data. Following ADA, we move to pre-processing, which includes handling missing values, applying filter scaling, and balancing the dataset to ensure optimal performance. In the model building stage, of course, we use TensorFlow neural networks to develop and train the model. After training, we evaluate the model, and finally, the model is deployed by converting it into TensorFlow.js and delivered to cloud computing cohort for API integration. The dataset used in this project is the Framingham Heart Study dataset, short from Kaggle. The original dataset can be accessed via the link provided at the middle. After importing the dataset, we perform data cleaning. The clean version was then used for model building, with the link of the final clean version provided at the bottom of the slide. This slide showcases the results and performance of our prediction model. The model architecture features dense layers combined with batch normalization at the dropout layer, designed to enhance learning stability and prevent overfitting during training. As seen on the top left, the model achieves test accuracy of 80%, with a corresponding test loss around 0.4 with no signs of overfitting as seen on the graph at the bottom.
In addition to prediction model, we developed a chatbot model to provide detailed information about coronary heart disease or CHD, covering risk factors, symptoms, prevention, and treatment. First, we start by creating a dataset in JSON format that contains frequently asked questions and responses related to CHD. Second, we build a feed-forward neural network or FNN architecture as the backbone of the chatbot model. This architecture enables the model to process and understand user inputs effectively. Third, we train the model using the prepared dataset, ensuring it can identify questions and generate accurate response. Fourth, after training, the model underwent evaluation to assess its accuracy and loss values, confirming its ability to provide reliable response. Finally, once the model passed the evaluation phase, it was saved and made ready for deployment as a functional chatbot that can assist users in understanding CHD better. On this slide, we can see the result of training for 200 epochs. The model demonstrates promising result, a loss of 0.6335 and accuracy of 83.84%.
These are the technologies that are used in the mobile development set. Of course, we use Kotlin as a main programming language. We use Material Tree for a design system that provides us with set of guidelines. We use Retrofit for communication data with API and Kotlin Coroutine for handling data asynchronous. Data Room is used to save history data locally, so users can see the history prediction while the app is offline. Alert Manager is used to making a sleep reminder, and the last technology is localization. The localization is used to make an adaptive language to the user's smartphone. In our app development, we implement clean architecture. It makes it easier to maintain, modify, and develop our apps. We divide it into two layers, the UI layer and the data layer. The UI layer displays the UI as it stores the logic and the stats of the UI. The data layer stores the data display on the UI layer. We also use MVVM architecture to explore the implementation of clean architecture. The repository is used to handle data from local data storage and remote server.
First, billing and cloud calculator. As shown for the calculator, we estimate monthly expense at $30.09. To optimize cost, initially considering cold SQL, but to optimize cost, we opt for Compute Engine as more affordable database server. Then the API is built with Express.js, then enhanced with TypeScript for improvement error handling, then containerized using Docker. The API deploy on Cloud Run, interact with a relational database on Compute Engine, and storage service for ML model and assets image. CI/CD pipeline is implemented via code build, integrate with GitHub. Plus, code logging and alerting ensure real-time monitoring and quick issue resolution. There are the result of API endpoint.
The Bitwheel app launch begins with collecting and cleaning coronary heart disease data to train a machine learning model. The app will then be developed, tested in stages, and launched to the public. This slide shows the estimated development cost. Develop the Bitwheel app requires collaboration across teams. This slide outlines the estimate work hour needed for each team to complete the project. This slide breaks down the cost of tools and service, include code hosting, health data APIs, and marketing.
Below is the future improvement.
Okay, I think that's all from our team. I hope our presentation provides meaningful insight for all the audience. Thank you. Bitwheel, Early detection, healthy heart, meaningful life.